Hi, how are you? It's great to see you. I'm Josh Rosowskis, and today, instead of doing a full episode of the show, I'm going to do something a little bit different, and that is honor a viewer request. My viewer, Aaron C., asked me to talk about my new microphone and what do I use to stream with. So, this is the Audio-Technica AT2005. And what's different between this and other microphones that I've used is this is what's known as a dynamic microphone. And why is that important? Well, it's because dynamic microphones have the ability to only be picked up by what's directly in front of it. So all of the room ambient noise, you're not going to get any of that picked up by a dynamic microphone. So it's ideal for a home studio environment like this. So you might be wondering, why didn't I ever have a dynamic microphone before? Well, to be frank, I simply did not know about what the differences were at all. So it wasn't until I needed a new microphone recently that I did the research on that and figured that out. So that was on me, but I can illustrate it now. If you listen to this quick audio clip, and the reason it's an audio clip, by the way, is because my computer, with its current limitations, I can't save my masters. So had I downloaded a full video of mine from YouTube with my old microphone and then played it back for you, it would have compressed the audio even further. So at least with just an audio, there's less compression. But take a quick listen to the final video that I did with the Rode NT USB microphone, which was a condenser microphone. You can hear it's really great sound, but the difference in it is that you hear all of the room noise. My computer fan, you can hear a little bit, all of my echo bouncing off my walls, all of that you can hear pretty well if you're listening in headphones. So check out this clip really quick. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, of course, aired alongside of Star Trek The Next Generation simultaneously, and at first I wasn't as big a fan of Deep Space Nine, but over time I've really grown to love just what kind of a different Star Trek show it is, and just about how it's about humanity more than any other Star Trek show at times has been. And Nog is the... So there you go. There is the difference between a condenser microphone and a dynamic microphone. And the reason I chose this particular model, the AT2005, was because it sounded the best with a USB hookup. I don't have a mixer yet. Frankly, I don't even have the space for a mixer right now. So I needed something that allowed me to hook up to USB with great sound that was a dynamic microphone. And this one and its little brother, the AT2100 USB, kept coming up. I went with this one because I think it boosts your presence in the sound of your voice just a little bit more. And the other big plus to this microphone that you can see is that, unlike the Rode, because of the way it's shaped and the way its pop filter is shaped, this is the first time I've ever been able to have a shock mount built into the microphone. And again, for a home recording environment, that's huge, because when you have to move the microphone back and forth between recordings or move it out of your way if you sneeze or anything like that, that's going to get picked up in the background of your video. If you get too excited and you do this and you hit your microphone, all that's going to get picked up in the background of your video. If you have to type on your keyboard and make sounds there, all that's going to get picked up on your keyboard. So the goal, as you know, is to upgrade the computer hardware a little bit over the next little while and go back to fully live streaming. So when that happens, all of that is vitally important. And also because of the shape of the AT2005 being a typical microphone shape and not big and bulky like the Rode is, I was also able to get a very, very cheap pop filter and just go with a foam pop filter instead of going like with a $25 windscreen style, or this is a windscreen style. Sorry, what I meant to say is a $30 circle style pop filter that actually covers your entire face up to where you can't see me at all. So all of those were big pluses. So this entire setup, the microphone, the shock mount, and the foam pop filter, ran me a total of $127 on Amazon at the time of the order. This shock mount that fits this particular microphone and its little brother, the AT2005, if you want to go that route, is the the On Stage MY420. So look that up, the On Stage MY420 shock mount, and you'll be able to mount this microphone to a shock mount. You will also need to buy the 3/8 to 5/8 microphone adapter to put it on your arm. And the arm, speaking of the arm, that's the other element that I almost forgot to talk about. I don't have the most expensive arm. I have what is known as the cheaper end of an arm. This is the newer microphone arm and not the more professional Rode arm that's $100 arm. So again, when I move the arm around, it squeaks quite a bit. So the fact that I was able to have a shock mount here to cut down on those squeaks was a huge, huge deal. So here is a real quick overlay look at the unit without me in front of it as a whole, and I will have links to everything down below in the description box on Amazon if you want to pick up the microphone. Now, what do I use to stream? Well, it's ironic that you would ask that now, because that just changed. With Disney Plus coming up, I needed something that would support Disney Plus, because unfortunately at launch, the Amazon devices won't support Disney Plus at launch, and I was using the Amazon Fire TV Cube. So I just picked up the brand new Roku Ultra 2019, which has a faster processor, which is what touts that fast app launching that I talk about in this little voiceover clip that I recorded for you. And the other big difference between the Roku Ultra 2019 and its previous version was that the 2019 allows you to do programmable buttons. So you have two quick launch buttons that you can program to apps that were not given quick launch buttons on the remote itself. So in my case, I programmed WWE Network to 1, which I demonstrate in this video. So here's a look at the Roku Ultra 2019. Alrighty, so once again, this is the Roku Ultra 2019, and one of its biggest pluses is it touts how quick live TV is. So first app I'm going to show you here is YouTube TV. These clips are very quick, so I don't run into any copyright issues, and obviously I'm voiceovering, so hopefully I won't get any copyright flags. But here was the Bengals and Rams game from earlier today, and I'm purposely choosing live TV. And you can see how quickly this loads and how great that full 1080p picture is on that commercial clip. The actual full-on guide that allows me to go to different channels. So this was some random soccer game. So again, just pull that up, and again, a beautiful, full, crisp 1080p picture. And now I'm going to go back to another station that I know is full 1080p, and that's TNT, and it was showing The Dark Knight. So again, loads so quickly, and right there we have The Dark Knight and glorious 1080p. So now I've shown you everything that I can show you with YouTube TV. So I hit the menu button here, and I'm going to show you another app, which is the Netflix app, of course. And we're just going to go into the last show that I was watching, which in this case was Star Trek The Next Generation. So once I click on the episode here, which is Season 2, Episode 2, you can see just how smoothly and seamlessly and that Netflix loaded, how good the picture looks there as well in full 1080p. And I wanted to show you WWE Network and what it would be like live. They were showing Halloween Havoc from WCW. So it's not the best example, but I hit my shortcut button that I programmed with a voice command that I talked about earlier. So here's WWE Network on quick launch. And again, this is WCW Halloween Havoc, so it's standard definition video, but you can see click watch from live, and even though this is on-demand content, it is streaming live on the network at the time that I was showing this. You can see just seamlessly works really, really well. And then once I exit out of here, the final one that I'm going to show you is the NHL app. And I'm just going to show you how that loads. There was no game to show you at the time, but it just loads my Bruins menu up really, really nicely here. And you have a nice clean interface. So once again, that is the brand new Roku Ultra 2019. Really love this device. Hope you enjoyed this look at it. So there you go, Aaron. There is my new microphone and what I use to stream currently. I hope that answered your question. Any more questions, feel free to always ask. And I will be back with a full show tomorrow because boy, oh boy, ladies and gents, do we have a lot to discuss in the movie world. Pirates of the Caribbean may be getting remade without Jack Sparrow. Joker now officially the most successful rated R film of all time, and a whole lot more. So stay tuned. If this was your first time here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing by hitting that round subscribe icon on your screen. Click the playlist on the screen as well to catch up with the latest videos. And give this video a like because it really does help me with the ever-changing YouTube algorithm. And as always, as Batman Begins reminds us, it is not who we are, but what we do that defines us. So make the choice to go out and do something great today and make it so.